So these are the very simple things of which we take a quick recap. We will consider a few other examples also, and that would be module 1 because it is quite simple, quite preliminary. So you are already aware of a system of linear equations. When it is 2, solving is somewhat easy. When it is 3, you can solve. How will you solve a system of 3 equations in normal case? How will you solve this? You can, from this set of 3 equations, you will remove one variable and construct 2 equations consisting of 2 variables and then solve. Just as we discussed yesterday, the rules of matrix operations like matrix multiplication, matrix addition and row and column operations, they make the things simpler. That is, I again repeat that it is not that without matrix it can be solved. So in today's world, when you have a Meta AI or Chat GPT, I think, I don't know whether you remember or not, last year I talked about Thevenin's theorem. Whether Thevenin's theorem is relevant today or not, for a common man, it may not be, because there are tools which can solve it easily. Right, so like that, matrix makes the thing simpler. We just have a recap. So what we do is that the coefficient matrix we prepare is 3. Right now it is a even case, number of equations equal to number of unknowns. So a 3 by 3 matrix is prepared, a column matrix of variables is prepared, and the column matrix of answers is prepared. Right? यात काय म्हणजे सांगायचं काहीच नाही, फक्त सिलेबस आहे म्हणून जस्ट रिकॅप. पण यातले काही स्पेशल केसेस आपण हे करूया. सो देन matrix operation, you know that this into this is this, this into this into this is this, this into this is this, right? Then row operations means if you perform row operations on this, nothing is you perform on this, the same row operations you perform on this. If A into B equal to C is a matrix, then row operations on A reflect as it is on row operations of C. So B matrix is assumed, so we remove it. And this we say augmented form, means this 3, just to separate we put a perforation line and remaining 3. And then you perform operations such that this matrix you reduce to echelon form. Echelon form is what? In the first row all elements can be there, none can be 0 also. All elements can be there. In the second row, left element is 0. In the third row, left 2 elements are 0. If fourth row is there, left 3 elements are 0. Right? So with this now, you solve this problem immediately. I take a time of hardly 3 minutes. So what is the echelon? Row reduced. It is called row reduced echelon form. What is the answer? We write this as it is, the augmented form as 1, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, 3, 1, minus 1, 2. So somehow you want to make this, this and this 0. Fortunately, what we have got? fortunately the examples taken is very simple. Means if you replace R3 equal to R3 plus R1 and R2 equal to R2 minus 2R1, that will give you what? That will give you, it gives you directly echelon form, right? So 1, 1 minus 1, 1, 0, that is this minus twice this minus twice is minus 3, 3, 0, 0, 2, and it results as 1 minus 3 and 3, right? So directly you get, the equations as straight away. First equation remains unaltered, x plus y minus z equal to 1 minus 3y plus 3z equal to minus 3 and 2z equal to 3, and thus you get the answer. What is the answer then? Straight away z equal to 3 by 2. You can put it in second, you get y. When put both in first, you get x. Now we take one more. Just one more example we take. In case of 3 equations, 3 variables, then we take another example of more variables, less equations. So both things we will address. X plus y plus z equal to 4. 3x minus y minus z equal to 2, and x plus 3y plus 3z equal to 8. So solve it immediately now. What happens? what will happen? This you solve. Then solve this. Both of you finish, you will get some idea about it.